Welcome back, guys. So this here's iPhone that I bought for my brother and sister-in-law. It got damaged. They didn't want to fix it, so I told them that I'd buy it off of them. It's in pretty bad shape. I'll tell you the story here in a minute, but just look at that. Just bent. You wouldn't think that it'd work, but we'll find out if it does work. This thing's gonna need a new shell, a new screen, possibly some other internal components that I don't know of yet. So let's go on ahead and see if it even has any life in it. So when I plugged it in, and if I press down on the screen, you can actually see that there's life to it. So that tells me it's in good shape. I was so excited I just wanted to tear straight into it, so I started to tear into it. This adhesive was stuck on there pretty good. I'm pretty sure it was an original iPhone screen, and I don't think it had ever been replaced. That adhesive was pretty strong. It took about 10 minutes of me having it on the hot pad at 60 degrees Celsius before it actually come off. And you can see me struggling here for a bit with it. Also, the razor blade isn't me trying to pry it open with the razor blade. It's just me cutting the tape that I put on it to try to get a better grip with it with that suction cup. And I didn't really care about the frame, so if you see me use a metal pry tool, that's why. Because the frame's already going to go in the trash. So. And finally, sweet success of getting the screen off after fighting it for a good 5 or 10 minutes. I finally got it open. Finally. And looking at the internals, it actually doesn't look too bad. I'll show you a close-up of it here in a minute. So first things first, I wanted to take and replace the screen on it because I wanted to be able to get the iCloud off of it and the lock off of it and everything. So I figured I may as well put a new screen on it, and I'm actually going to use a used screen, which is this one right here that I'm about to show you. I've had it since before the iOS 16 update. I had a customer who I put it on their phone and it bricked their phone because Apple released the iOS 16 update the day after I put it on, and it bricked it. I don't know if you guys ever ran into that issue with aftermarket screens, but boy, that screwed me over a couple times. So, but they took that back, so I can use this screen and it doesn't have an issue with iOS 17, so I'm happy about that. And it powered on, everything worked fine. Yeah, it all looks good. Screen functions. I didn't get to test much out. I had to get a hold of my brother and sister-in-law to get the password off of it. So I decided while I have a new screen on it, I may as well take the adhesive off the frame while I try to figure it out so the screen doesn't get stuck down. So that's what you're seeing here. Here's a close-up of the internals. You can see right at the bottom of the batteries, right where that crack is. Here in a second. Right there's that crack going across the whole frame, and since everything's flexible and has flex cables right there, nothing was injured, surprisingly. So the whole phone's actually functional. Alright, and I am back. This is the broken phone. I got the iCloud removed off of it. As you see, it's still bent. Just for testing purposes, I have it put together like this, but I'm not keeping it that way for long because today we're going to be swapping it over into this new chassis here. I went with gold because I thought why not be extra and gaudy. And get rid of the shattered one here. So apparently this is an iPhone 11 Pro Max. I didn't order the Max, but apparently it thought that I did. I don't know, maybe I did. So this is a project to be continued another day. Hey guys, so this finally arrived in the mail. It's only been, I don't know, a month. It took forever for them to get my return process, but once they did, they got this to me pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and get this old iPhone here swapped over into this new housing and see what we can do. So I actually got this from MobileCentrix, well actually from eBay. MobileCentrix was out of stock for this model. But it's a screw organizer and it shows you where everything goes and all the guards and everything. It's super handy. I used to use this plastic one, I'll show it on the screen. And it works for things, but for little tiny projects, screws like this, and how there's so many of them, it's very handy to have this. So I'm just going to set that off to the side here. I'm going to have this set off to the side here, and have this right here in the center of the screen for you guys. And I'm going to start getting all this taken out. So let me tell you the story that I was told behind this iPhone and how it got broken. So apparently, my brother-in-law was using it in bed, and he dropped it, and it somehow had found its way between the mattress and the bed frame, and it was sticking out of the side of the bed frame. And he climbed out of bed to try to find it, or my sister-in-law did, one of them did, I can't remember who, but apparently they stepped on it, and it snapped it. And so they decided to get a new phone because there's an iPhone 11, and I don't blame them. It's an old enough one. I'm just gonna use it for a camera or something. But I thought it'd be worth it. I thought I'd make a fun video, and it would always be nice to have a backup phone. So yeah. Okay, so I let the battery sit for a few minutes. As you can see, it's not like fully good. I'll probably end up just replacing this adhesive eventually, but for right now I'm just going to run it, see if it falls out. But first I want to get the motherboard back in here so I know where it goes. Anyways, let's get this installed. And this should go in a lot easier than it came out because there's not a battery to fight. I say that as it fights me. There we go. There shouldn't be any cables in the way because there's just this one and this one. And I know that by looking over here. So, perfect. We'll go on ahead, we'll get that screwed down and start reverse assembly everything. Putting everything else back in. So, yeah. Enjoy. let me grab a battery pack or something for this, because I want you guys to be able to watch it with me. Is this gonna be long enough? Yeah, that'll be long enough right there. Oh, we got something. Let's see if it actually works. Oh. Allow while using it. Continue. Awesome. We got back video. We got front video. The front video is going to look weird without the screen fully in place. So that's good. Sweet. Alright, let me get this thing put back together really quick. We'll shut it back off. Oh, even the vibration works. Sweet. I'll come back in just a minute. I'm gonna let my light charge, and we'll finish putting the brackets back in. I'll make sure that these cameras are clean, and we'll be good to go.
Customize your dream sofa or sectional at Living Spaces, where our special order collections are available at...
And it is fixed. And it is beautiful. Oh, let me turn back on my light for a second. Let me show you guys this. There you go. Nice and pretty, huh? I like that gold, actually. That's really nice. That's slick. I'm excited. And this, guys, is the final results. Just a really nice looking phone. I'm really happy about this. The only waste generated was a shattered screen and a bent frame. So, other than that, I'd call this a win. Well, actually, I'd call it a win anyways. We got a working iPhone now. Face ID and everything works on it. I'm super happy with it. So yeah.